We called the album 3 because it's our third album, and stuck for anything more creative perhaps, but I like the idea of calling it 3. I think it's pretty good. The people who are playing on this album, it's a bit of a change. The last one was made with all the our good friends who largely live in Western Australia. This time, because Paul O'Brien and I live in Victoria, we actually, through the last album, a gentleman called David Jones played keyboard on a few of the tracks, and we really liked what David did, so we ended up playing a couple of gigs with him. He brought along a drummer called Rob Nicholson, who's a good solid drummer, and bass player Tony Watt, who's a friend of us all, who's hasn't played for a while, but he's a great player and he's got a great bass. And that was the fundamental setup of the band. So we had Paul O'Brien, myself, playing guitars, David on keyboards, David Jones on keyboards, Rob Nicholson drums, and Tony Watt on bass. And we workshopped a few of the songs. Some of them we actually did on the day that we did the rhythm tracks. Did the rhythm tracks at a place called Newmarket Music. All set up as usual by Dave McClooney, who did the last 2 albums. Dave's great to work with. We're used to working with him, so it's pretty easy. He's very quick, and certainly we like to work as quickly as we can, really. And then to add a little bit extra to it, we got in trumpet on one track, City to Live In. That's with David's nephew, Daniel Parsons Jones, who plays trumpet, plays well on that one. He actually played on a couple of other things, but we left his parts out. You know, it comes down to the song. Sometimes you might add extra bits, but when it comes to the mix at the end, you don't like it. And also we had Marcus Sturrock from the Lowlands, the last album, moved to Melbourne, so we got him in. He played on a few tracks, but a couple of the tracks didn't make it onto the album. Might make it onto the next one if we're lucky, or if they're lucky. But he did. He played very well on one track called Lifeline. He's got that kind of Celtic style of guitar playing on that one. And then finally to the mix, we came in just by a chain of fortunate circumstances. Timothy J. Fry, is a great pedal steel player, and he added his little bit to quite a few of the tracks. I think he plays on about 5 of them, and he's given it a big country edge. And so there you have it. Our process for recording is pretty straightforward, I'd have to say. Rhythm tracks first, and then when we do the rhythm tracks, in fact we did them all live and then just kept the rhythm parts of it and then moved on from there. And then I suppose, like anyone does, you go back and you refine it, you know, and you'll do overdubs. You know, it's a case of we'll add harmonies to pieces. Some of them are built up a little bit in the studio, but this time, to be honest, we didn't get any that way, because we tried a few that way that sort of started as just a little seed of an idea, but they developed, but not as well as what we would have liked. So the tunes that we've brought to these ones are ones that have been rehearsed beforehand, and then they've been, extrapolated, if you like, in the studio. In terms of producing and engineering, well, that's me, Paul O'Brien and Dave McClooney. We sort of, once we got the basics there, we tend to work pretty well together. And Paul O'Brien is the finicky one. He'll take a lot of the tracks away after each session and go through them bit by bit to make sure that he's happy with everything. Whereas I don't tend to, I'm there certainly for the playing and for adding whatever pieces I need to add. But I tend to be one of those guys who works, I'm, I guess, not as fussy as what Paul O'Brien is. And well, we shared. I think I sing 4 and Paul sings 4. and it's the usual sharing scenario that we do. But look, I'm quite happy with the album, and I think it's worth pursuing. If you get the opportunity, have a listen, and if you like it, share it with your friends.